The scenes beneath the opera are great. As far as I remember, this is the only version where you see the Phantom and Christine take a proper singing lesson.
Carefully to the phrasing. You begin very quietly. Then build. Keep the tone spinning. Build your voice until the auditorium is filled with the beautiful sound of it.
A lot of people have a problem with the fact that there's no romance between Christine and the Phantom, that he's only interested in her for her singing abilities. Also, at one point he loses his temper and smacks her one, which upsets a lot of fans.
I can't.
You little fool.
I don't really have much problem with it. The guy's insane. He wants musical perfection and he won't tolerate any of her whinging.
You think you can become a great singer without suffering? You think that I have not suffered?
Look at this bit. She passes out and he throws the nastiest, brownest sewer water I ever did see all over her face. Nope, there's no romance between these two at all.
Now this time sing properly. Use your voice from here.
You're dismissed! They're all dismissed! You two!
In the meantime, Lord Darcy is firing everybody who moves, including Harry, who decides to turn detective and figure out the Phantom's backstory. He discovers the lair and has a fight with the dwarf, who's using an underwater breathing device, just like the Cheney version, and the dwarf gets his ass handed to him. Harry confronts Petrie, who explains his backstory, and begs him to let him complete his work with Christine, so he can hear his work performed before he dies.
I'm dying already.
I'm not sure what he's dying of. Presumably he's only been down there a few years, yet his skin is white and so is his hair. Maybe he caught something off that water. So up to this point, I really do like the film quite a lot. But then it all goes haywire, like they totally ran out of time and just had to make it up as they went along. The film sets up this superb villain in Lord Darcy, and he really deserves his comeuppance. Yet all that happens to him is that he gets scared by the Phantom's face and runs off. That's it? He doesn't die? He just runs away? What the? That just totally robs us of any sense of justice. Plus they waste a perfect opportunity to give us a bit of horror and show off the Phantom's face. This is the perfect time to show it, yet they don't. Instead they show us in the most ridiculous way at the end, but more on that later. The Phantom watches the performance of his opera St. Joan. I really love this scene. The music to this aria is absolutely beautiful. Something so touching about the way he remains standing throughout, and this extreme close-up on his weeping eye just gets me every time. Then things get really messed up. The dumbass dwarf jumps on a prop chandelier which threatens to fall on Christine, just like the Max Shell version. Never at any point does it occur to Christine to, get out the way. Then comes my biggest gripe. For some reason, the Phantom decides that now, when every millisecond counts, he's going to tear off his mask in front of everybody. But why? Is it to help him see better? The film already established that one of his eyes doesn't work, so I don't see the point in him unmasking himself this way. It just feels like the producers thought, oh no, we got to the end of the film and we didn't show the Phantom's face yet, what shall we do? I tell you what you should have done, you should have shown a close-up of it 5 minutes earlier when Darcy unmasked him. Also, the makeup isn't particularly impressive, but it's better than the Lloyd Webber version, so there you go. So that's it, the end. I really wish they could have remade the last 10 minutes in a more satisfying way, because it spoils an otherwise great version. Well, that's it for another Phantom review. I'm not sure which version to do next. Anyone have any suggestions? Post them on this page and I'll see what I can do. Until next time.